Good morning. Happy Saturday. I should know that. I know what day it is. I've already been out and about and doing stuff. Today I'm eating with Randy at the restaurant. Going to Douglas Avenue Diner today. Douglas Avenue Diner. That's where lunch is today. So this is kind of on one side of Racine. She lives on the other side of Racine. Oh, where I parked. There's a car in front of me that it's the way it's angled is a shining sunlight in my eyes. But it's moving, yay. So I was thinking maybe I should move. Anyways, yeah, Randy lives pretty much on the other side of Racine. And she usually comes up kind of by me for lunch. And today I thought, well, I'll come down by you. Plus, because she's picking up some of my stuff. So, yay. I had a list of items that I was needing to get rid of. And so some of them from having Mandy move. One of those being her keyboard. So Randy has young grandchildren and said, yep, she could use that. So I'm happy it's going to a good home. And then some other musical instruments. So one of those things being a zither. Do you know what a zither is? Let me show you. This is a zither. When I was a kid, I always wanted one of those. And then I got one. And so for my kids, I thought, well, I always liked it, so I got my girls a zither. Which I don't even know if they're even really played with. I loved it. But anyways, it comes with a card that tells you what the notes are. Well, it comes with all these cards, but... So let's see. We have the notes. The instructions. So I think it tells you like how to tune the strings and stuff like that. And then it comes with all these song sheets. So we have like Baa Black Sheep, Three Blind Mice, Hot Cross Buns. So then what you do is you put this in here, and then you have a guitar pick. We're at the wrong angle. Dun, dun, dun. So if you have it at the right angle, you can see where the strings are and where you hit it. So when the tuning thing is right, inside here that comes connected. My zither had a little slot in it also that these sheets could be tucked in, so it could keep it all together. So that was nice. But let's see. So we have. That needs to be tuned. But anyways, that was fun. I also met up with somebody else this morning who wanted a blue butter dish that my mom had bought and never used. So that was nice. So I've been going. As for how I'm feeling, all the good stuff, like yesterday I only ended up taking like a 4-hour nap. And that was even kind of on and off. I was waking up during that, but I felt good enough after that amount of time. So I thought, all right, that's fine. Let me get up so I could also sleep last night. So I did that. Didn't eat much. I had that croissant after I kind of woke up, warmed that up. That was very nice and delicious. And I had macaroni and cheese for dinner. The nurse did tell me to kind of take it light for eating yesterday, so I'm like, that was fine. I wasn't up for much eating. That was pretty much about it. I'm feeling fine. I haven't had any output yet, so that's kind of interesting to see how long it takes for the intestines to kind of fill up again and process food. So I'm assuming by this afternoon, which I've had gas coming out, so that's good, because I know for the procedure that's part of what they do is they fill the intestines with gas so they can get the camera through and see stuff. They have to puff it open a little bit. So that's happened, but no blood, so that's good. Yeah, so other than that, stoma-wise, colonoscopy-wise, that's all good, feeling good, no pain, didn't feel anything, didn't feel any pain afterwards, I haven't had any of that, so that's good. And that's it. And then like I said, today, then I took a shower this morning, had to run out and meet up with the one girl. We put the pictures back on the wall finally. I thought I was going to get to that either yesterday, day before, and I haven't. So we took all the pictures off of our walls for moving the futon and the desks and stuff like that. So now that that's all kind of settled, we got the pictures back up on the wall. And then I'm like, I need to eat breakfast. Wayne was like, go this morning. I was just like, hold on, I'm getting there, but I need to eat. And then we had somebody else stop by and pick up the rocking chair, so I'm happy about that. So that's one item out of the garage. Now we just need the desk to go. So putting out in the universe because somebody good will come pick up the desk soon. And yeah, that was it. Then we loaded up the car and I'm here. And then I'm also hopefully meeting up with another friend after this that she's helping out. She just does this. She's a very, very helpful person. Helps a lot of people. Had put out something either on Facebook, I don't know if she put it anywhere else, or got in contact with some people that needed help, and she was helping them, and then came across a family who had been in a fire. They lost their home due to the fire, and so they're living with family right now, and don't obviously have anything. So some people have donated cards, like gift cards for food and stuff, and gift cards so they can buy, they have 4 kids, so they can buy the kiddos some Christmas presents. And I mentioned, I'm like, well, there's 2 boys, 2 girls. I said, well, depending on the sizes, I'm like, I have extra sweaters and stuff, again, things that the girls have gone through that they didn't want. The things I was probably going to take to, again, the Goodwill or the Bob's Under the Bridge, or they're only accepting donations 1 day a week right now, though. And last Thursday was really cold, or the 2 Thursdays ago, and then this last Thursday we were picking up the van and it was snowing, and so it was like, yeah, it's not happening. But the girls from this family are like my girl size, so I have a couple of garbage bags full of sweaters that hopefully they can use. If not, I'm like, they're going to be donated anyways, so I can tell Wendy that she could just donate them that way too. So I have that stuff in the car, and I'm supposed to see her then hopefully after this. So those are our Saturday plans. Other than that, the girls are working. They had their Christmas party last night. They had a lot of fun. Tomorrow they have off, so I figured tomorrow we're going to work with Mandy about some of the things that are still in our dining room. Have her go through stuff and help her find room in her bedroom. If there's anything else that needs to come out of the bedroom, I know there is. The one closet still is. Shelves of more toys and things like that I need to go through. But she has a closet for her clothes and things like that. So hopefully we'll find enough room and organize her stuff and get that out of the dining room. The good thing is we don't host for Christmas, so we don't have anybody coming over, so I don't mind it being messy for a while, that we can take our time and clean it up and get things done. But I also didn't have time for makeup this morning. As I did took my shower, I ran out and met the other person, then we've been go, and then I had to come here, and I'm like, oh, I didn't put on makeup, and most I have lip balm or lipstick on. I think I have some in my purse, though, so I have like 20 lip balms at home, so I think I have one in my purse. So the lips are dry. But yeah, other than that, that's how Saturday is going so far. And then Christmas is already next week. So I was just thinking, I'm like, still don't have really much for Mandy, so we may still have to go out this afternoon or tomorrow or something and figure out what to get her. I keep asking her, what does she need, like for Korea or whatever, and at this point she doesn't really need anything, so that's the way it goes. That's all right. So do you guys have all your Christmas shopping done? Are y'all ready? Are you ready for the holiday? Oh, sometimes it gets like that. It gets to be the last minute. It's like, oh yeah, there's this. Oh yeah, there's this. So, anyways, all right. I will probably show you my food, because that's always a good thing. We've eaten here before with the family and stuff, so again, I know there's good food here. So it's a matter of, oh, what do I want to eat? Because I want this, and I want this, and I want this. So I'll have to figure that out, and we'll show you that. And a picture of Randy, hopefully, if I remember. Yeah, we already have our girls' luncheon set up too for January. We made that up a couple weeks when Randy and I were talking as far as, trying to meet in January before the girls meet up. I'm like, all right, let me put out a text, and I did that. I messaged everybody, and my one girlfriend who usually always has to work, she was like, thank you for planning it so far in advance. I asked off of work so I can make it this time. And I'm like, yay. But in any case, that's it for now. I'll check in later. Happy Monday. Happy, Merry Christmas Eve. Oh, yeah. So, the weekend went well. It was a busy weekend, as I've kind of been stating in the video, the stuff I've been up to. Lunch went very well with Randy. That was good, as per usual. We just chit-chat away. And the waitress came over 3 different times, like going, are you ready yet? Like, oh, nope, sorry, we're talking. But we got our food ordered. It was delicious. It was wonderful. I went with, again, something easy and light of French toast with bananas and chocolate chips. And Randy nicely had a scrambled egg meat skillet dish with hash browns and had some pancakes. And so the food was very good, as it has been in the past. So that was nice. And then they were like cleaning up and mopping and doing, the windows and asking for the creamer off our table and this and that. And I'm like, I thought they closed at 3 o'clock. And I looked at my phone for the time. And it was like 20 minutes to. And I'm like, 20 minutes to 2. And I'm like, we've got time. And we talked a little bit more. And it was kind of like we were the only ones left in the restaurant and stuff. And I think somebody else came by and took our last dishes. I'm like, I still had my last sip of hot chocolate. And I'm like, okay, hold on. All right, here you go. So I went to the bathroom, and then as Mike came out, Randy had her coat on and stuff and said, yeah, they close at 2 o'clock. And I was like, oh, okay, well. So we paid, did our thing, went out to the parking lot. I gave her all of the items that I had for her, and realized that we hadn't really talked about her life yet. It was all about me and what was going on with me. So explaining all about the colonoscopy and how that went in details, and then about, the kiddos and life. And so I had to ask her, how's life by you? How are your kids doing? How's everything? So we stood outside for another half an hour talking in the cold. It was cold. We had our hats on, our mittens on. I said, is this kind of like that cold bathing, a cold plunge? Even though our insides are covered with the jacket, it's not really getting it. But we're standing outside for half an hour. Our face and, hands and legs are getting cold. Does that count? I'm like, now we don't need to go sit in a sauna, or like sit in our cars and blast the heat, and that'll be like the sauna, the sauna portion of that. Oh, funny. But anyway, so that was good. It's very nice once again to catch up and do that in person and have a good meal. And then from there I went by my friend Wendy's house, and I was able to drop off all the things that I had for her, and that was very nice to also catch up with her. And she was very happy, very grateful, gave me the biggest hug, and was so happy to see me and know that I'm doing well, because again, she's part of my support team too, of I'd have questions here and there throughout the years. She's more naturopathic type medicine-y, knowledge, put it that way. She has that kind of stuff. So I'll be like, hey Wendy, got a question about this, what about this? And she'll be like, oh, try this vitamin, or try stuff like that. So that was very good to be able to do that, and again for us to be able to help others. So that was a good stop, very nice. And then got home and relaxed for a little bit, and then pretty much it was dinner time. Having Mandy here, that Mandy likes to eat. She eats enough, put it that way. As far as dinners, and obviously somebody else making the food, it's like, what's for dinner? What are we having? And it's like, oh, okay, we actually, can plan something and know that she will eat. Cassie's a little more particular in the foods that she eats, but is fine. There's still always plenty in the house for her too that we'll also make up besides what we're making. But I know Mandy had said the other day I was making the grocery list, and she wanted Mexican. And I said, okay, well, like, so enchiladas or tostadas or like tacos, and yes. I'm like, okay, that makes it easy. And Cassie likes the deconstructed tacos. So it's a matter of you make the taco meat and put that on, well, you can put it together any way you want. I've explained this before, but I think she usually puts down, I don't know, I think she did the chips last this time. Sometimes she'll put down the chips, put the meat over it, and then kind of like a nacho dish. And then the cheese, she doesn't do cheese. Tomatoes, lettuce. So then you have the scoop Tostitos, and so then you just eat it that way. I do mine, I put my meat on the side with the cheese, tomatoes, lettuce on it, and then put my chips on the other side, and then I just, scoop it all up and eat it that way. And normally I make 1 pound of ground beef for that, and it's enough for the 3 of us. So with Mandy home and knowing she might want a little bit more, and then Cassie likes this dish, so sometimes she likes seconds. So I did 2 pounds of ground beef with that. We ate it all up. Like, that was gone, no leftovers. I'm like, okay, well, that was good to know. So that was good for that night. And then Sunday we had, what did I do? Sunday I had to run out again to Aldi's for somebody buying something from Marketplace. I did that. And then because on Saturday I wasn't around and I didn't get a chance to visit Mom, I visited her on Sunday and then got to fill her in on, lunches and my running around and stuff like that. So that was nice. It was a good visit. As I mentioned, we hadn't really had stuff for Mandy yet and everything, so I asked Cassie again for ideas, and she gave us a few. So Wayne went out shopping yesterday and was able to pick up a few items, so that's good. So shopping is all done now. We're all set there. So that's very nice. Other than that, everybody else had to work today. I'm just doing little bits around the house. It's always catching up. Weekends, it seems like we're always doing other things, and I don't know where the time goes. And then on Monday, it's like the catch-up day. It's like, okay, well now finish off things that we did or didn't get done, or do whatever, like, you know, between the dishes. Wayne hadn't gotten a chance to vacuum yet, so I still did that. Did get my exercising in, because there too, when there's other people around or doing things, I'm like, yeah, that exercising on the weekends, that usually doesn't happen. So I got that in today. Obviously, again, with Christmas coming, it's not going to happen probably for the next 2 days either, but it's kind of nice outside today. It is like 38 or something. I can hear like the snow melting through the rain gutters. So I still would like to get out there for a walk. It's not bad. It's like 2:30. My stoma, my intestines are finally working as they should. I had like really my first output at like midnight Saturday night, which again surprised me. Like I said, is, you know, eating at the restaurant, I thought for sure too, like having that food, and I already had like macaroni and cheese in me and stuff. I'm okay, well then I'm having this French toast breakfast that, yeah, it's gonna go through, and doing that blue muffin test where I figured out my digestion is about 18 hours. This was a long time for having those intestines like completely cleared out, that it took a good 2 days. Because like I said, I had a tiny amount at midnight, and then throughout the day, Sunday, I think I had maybe once or twice, I had the bottom of the bag maybe have, you know, covered just a little bit. And I'm like, okay. And again, you know, with my propensity, whatever, to maybe having blockages, it's just kind of like, oh, please have output, please, please work. just kind of let's start having stuff come out. Well, today's the day. I've already emptied my bag 3 times, and it's been a fair amount that I'm like, okay, here we go. And I can feel it. I feel like the pressure, and I can feel stuff, and and then once in a while I can feel it coming out. And I'm like, oh yeah, there we go. There it is. So that's good. Yay, everything's working. So happy about that. Other than that, I don't think I explained my plant before either. I was going to say my little, my fake poinsettia, when we were when we were setting up my mom's place with her Christmas. She has a little area upstairs where we have her little Christmas decorations, and as we were bringing, you know, some things down, there's still a few extra items, and one of them being this plant, and I believe we got that from my cousin Kathy. She had gotten that, and so I showed Mom that. I said, I go, do you want this down here or anything? And she was like, oh, why don't you have it for your videos? Because she loves when I have flowers or a pop of color behind me for my videos. So I'm like, oh, that'd be perfect. So that was very nice. So I thank you to Kathy, thank you to my mom, that I could have some poinsettias, get some color in there. I see my other rose plant on there that actually has a rose blooming again. So I've got that, that came out, and my orchid, I saw a little stem coming off. I don't know how orchids work. I've never had an orchid. So it does keep blooming. It keeps shooting stuff out, but I just keep watering it because it's green. And then once in a while I'll notice that there's a stem coming out that I'm like, oh, this one's darker. Then the roots are like a light green, and the stem that shoots out the orchids is like a brown. And I saw that, and it's already going sideways, and it's stiff. So I'm like, because I was trying to straighten it up, and I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. I don't want to break it. So I'm like, well, that's the way it's going to be. My other roots are like down and almost hanging, touching the floor. So I have to figure that out, that's going to be okay. Because I see some of them inside too are almost turning brown. I'm like, are you rotting? Are you going to fall off? How does this work? Did I not water you enough? But it's still going. Like I said, I've got that. So I'll be having some orchid flowers again soon. My Dieffenbachias, for whatever reason, Dieffenbachias used to be the one plant I could really always keep alive, whatever. And these that I've had forever, they're just not making it. I even had the ones by Mom and even her house, and they're just not making it. So I'll have to figure out still what I'm doing with those. But it's easier in summer when it's warmer out to take them outside to transplant or do whatever. But I've got a couple plants that I've rooted that I have to get some dirt and plant them. Or I was going to combine some of my Dieffenbachias too, because they're so skinny thin. When we used to have them at home, like my dad was growing them, and so I kind of learned from him and stuff. But I mean, we had the stems. The stems would be a good, big size that of the plant growing. So these are like pencil thin and stuff. But and then I have the other poinsettia plant that I got from my friend Jeff that had bloomed like twice, but so far this year it's not blooming. Again, it's still green. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll bloom, but it's getting a little late for that. Other than that, that's all that's going on now. So the next couple days, obviously we have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day coming up. We'll be spending it with family. So that will be fun. We'll have some good times, tell lots of good stories, have lots of laughs, making those good memories. So I hope you guys are able to have a good Christmas season. I hope things are going well for you now. I hope you are able to spend it with family and friends. And same, make those good memories, have some good times. If by chance you've lost someone this year, know that it's okay and take the time to grieve. That's a stressful thing to go through. And I hope that you have family and friends that are able to help you through it. Just know that I'm sending you my light and love to help you get through that challenging time. I know a few people that have lost their spouses and their parents and actually siblings and that. Multiple people. So it's been a year. Other than that, just a reminder, be kind to everybody, including yourselves, because again, it's a stressful time of year, and you know what? We're all doing the best that we can. So, on that note, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Again, make those good memories, keep it positive, and go make it a great day. Bye-bye.